Good morning, McGraw. Thanks for having me.
Democrats are pulling out all the stops. Obama, Vice President Biden, even Hillary Clinton's getting in on the act. Is it making any movement?
Well, it's depending on who the surrogate is, I think. Democrats' closing argument has really been one all about health care, about protecting people with pre-existing conditions. And when it comes to Obamacare, who better to talk about it than former President Obama? So we saw him in Nevada earlier this week, a really important Senate race where incumbent Republican Dean Heller has been known for flip-flopping a little bit on the health care issue. He was in Pennsylvania and in Ohio in earlier weeks, some other important states there as well. So he can be a good surrogate for Democrats as they focus on that issue. But you mentioned Hillary Clinton as well, an interesting choice by her to go down to Florida yesterday. The gubernatorial race down there is obviously very close. President Trump's been pulling hard for the Republican Ron DeSantis. Clinton was there with the Democrat Andrew Gillum, who was a Clinton delegate back in 2016, but he's moved a little bit to the left since then. So it'll be interesting to see if his liberal supporters, the kinds of people who may have backed Bernie Sanders in 2016, might be convinced by Hillary Clinton's presence.
What do we know about Claire McCaskill and Josh Hawley here in Missouri?
Well, we're really looking forward to the debate tonight. I would expect, like I mentioned, for Claire McCaskill to really focus on health care. She's going to tout her position in favor of the Affordable Care Act, her vote against the Republican replacement plan, and she's probably going to criticize Josh Hawley for this lawsuit that his office has brought to try to bring down the Affordable Care Act. And it's been interesting because we've heard Josh Hawley talk a lot about wanting to protect those with pre-existing conditions, but if this lawsuit that he's a part of is successful and there is no replacement plan at the ready, all of those folks with pre-existing conditions could potentially lose health care.
In terms of pure politics, this story of this caravan plays well for the Republicans, and it's going to be all about energy and getting out your people to the polls. It sounds like that's bad news for the Democrats, good news for the Republicans these last couple of weeks.
Yeah, certainly the optics of this caravan, good news for Republicans. It's something that President Trump has been talking about ever since that first speech in 2015 from Trump Tower about illegal immigration, about folks coming over the border. We've heard it really in extreme terms, in pouring over the border, Trump has said at times. So when you see the pictures, when you see the videos of this group of as many as thousands of people heading up from Central America, that's going to be the kind of motivator that gets Republican voters out to the polls.
Yeah, Adam Kelsey, thanks for checking in. ABC News political correspondent in Kansas City. Adam, thanks for checking in.